quite an intro.
It was. I have some things I'm going to say to you. They're going to make your nipples so hard. You're going to cut glass.
And we know you have 4 of them because you told us that.
You're going to cut a lot of
Keep
glass.
my fingers crossed.
Harry, the song is excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And
Thanks for ruining my announcement.
Well, no, we'll get into that in a second. Now, don't crap all over me yet. I'll give you a second to crap on me in a second. Now, look, I'm going to bring it up just one time and one time only. What I love so much about how you are on your own solo and not with One Direction or any other group is because with this song and with this album coming up whenever, we're actually hearing the range that you have built in. And I think it's incredible. Congratulations. I think it's amazing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks for having me, and thanks for playing it.
There you go.
I was watching your video. Are you really hanging from a helicopter like that?
I was hanging from a helicopter, yeah.
That's crazy.
It was an interesting video, to say the least.
Is that the kind of thing have you always wanted to do that, and then you're like, hey guys, I want to do this, or was it suggested to you to hang from a helicopter?
If I'm honest, I've never wanted to do that.
You would want to do that.
It was crazy. It was amazing. But I think the video is going to look good, hopefully, and we'll see how it turns out.
But this song really is the headliner. This music really is the star of the show. And it does have that influence from an era gone by, which a lot of people are not even familiar with. And maybe not even you to a certain point. I don't even know. Like, how did you decide to write this song and make it and craft it to sound like this? Because it's excellent.
I never wanted it to sound like anyone else. I didn't want to feel like I was redoing something. But at the same time, I think it's impossible to not be influenced by stuff that you grew up listening to. I mean, all I know really is that I wanted to write, I think through the whole album, I wanted it to be really honest. I didn't want to kind of hide. And I just kind of wanted to write what I wanted to listen to.
So what happened? What happened was 2 weeks ago they said in a couple of Fridays we're going to have Harry on. He's going to debut his new song. And I'm like, great. That's all they told me. So I came in here, la-di-da-di-da. Hey, good morning. Guess what? In 2 weeks, Harry Styles is going to be on. We're debuting his new song.
Yeah.
That's all that happened. And then all of a sudden, sirens went off.
Yeah.
Panic.
Columbia Records flew their arsenal of black helicopters over our building, shooting at me. And they got all pissed off.
I was hanging from one.
I know, you were hanging from one. And they shot a video. See, look, you can thank me for the complimentary video artillery. They're like, you ruined it for everyone. This is supposed to be a surprise, you... I'm like, no, I didn't know. No one told me. So I didn't mean to. So then you go on social media. And Harry, you saw it. It was like an explosion. Everyone was so excited. And I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't know it was a surprise. So did I really ruin it for you? Was it a bad thing?
I mean, we definitely had a plan.
And you definitely messed it up.
Okay, all right.
And you definitely... messed it up.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, like how many millions of dollars went into the marketing plan that I screwed up for free?
All
right, we'll get back to it.
This is the definition of an awkward
what
silence.
I do like is that you've promised to play it every 10 minutes so, to make up for it.
There you go.
Well, the only problem with that is the song's like 9 minutes long. So, well, okay.
Yeah, I know.
I will
just
tell
kind
you.
of on constant rotation.
When One Direction, when everyone decided to go their own way, everyone had to like choose the label, the record company they wanted to go with, and you chose wisely. Columbia, they really wanted you. And I'm going to tell you some background stuff. Maybe you already know it. They wanted you at this record company more than anyone else because you are going to keep them all employed this year because they don't have anything else. You're all they have.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, they got chain smokers.
Honestly, I'd worked with them before for years with the band. And honestly, they're an amazing label, and I love everyone there that I've worked with already. And
that's good.
I've got to meet a bunch of people who I haven't worked that closely with before, and they're an amazing label. And I'm very happy to be back.
Well, you chose
them.
wisely,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you remember several years ago there was a little girl out in New Jersey who was fighting for her life in her home, and a friend of mine called and said, "Look, she is such a Harry Styles fan." And you guys were in town to do a concert. You actually went all the way out to her house. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
And I'll never forget that. And I hate to drop the break, but I was in tears when I found out that you agreed to go out and say hi to this little girl. And I think that says a lot about you. And I never had a chance to thank you for that. So thank you very much. And you're a great guy.
Well, I appreciate that. But, I mean, that's the stuff that it kind of makes everything. You know, have someone tell you that that's kind of what someone would want.
Right.
Is pretty amazing. And, you know, I was lucky to get to meet Campbell and her family. And her family have come to some shows and stuff since, and they're amazing people. I'm just glad that I got to meet her.
Yeah. Look, I didn't want to turn this into a sad moment. I'm just saying, what a great guy this Harry Styles is. You should buy his new album when it comes out. So, okay, Saturday Night Live, next Saturday. There's more to it than just Harry. You've got an incredible band, this group of musicians that you're rolling around on TV with in a couple of weeks. So talk about them. You're as excited about them as they are about you, I'm sure.
I'm really excited about them. They're amazing musicians. They're amazing people. And I've grown really close with them, and I love getting to play with them every day. Two of the guys who are in the band, actually, I wrote the album with, so that's been really fun, kind of working everything out with the guys that I wrote the stuff with has been really amazing. You know, my favorite part of everything is the performing, and I'm very excited about getting back on stage for sure.
Now, we know you're performing, but a lot of times they'll take you and stick you in the skits, so are you planning on doing any skits?
I don't know, actually.
Well, we know you can act. Idea. I mean, you're in a Christopher Nolan film, right? So there's that.
I'll try. I mean, I don't know if a lot of my jokes usually don't land so well. So we'll see how it goes.
Can you tell us
a joke, Harry?
Yeah, come on, Harry.
You have a joke.
Make us laugh.
You know what? This is the worst way to tell a joke. Is being
it really is. I know. It's the dumbest way to ask someone to tell a joke.
Here, be funny now.
Go. Speaking of the film, I mean, it's called Dunkirk, and it's not coming out till this summer. It's a World War II film. It's actually a true story, and you're actually playing a guy who's in combat. Do you have a speaking role? I mean, we don't know anything about it. Tell us something.
I can't give too much away, but it was an amazing experience. I feel, very lucky to have been able to be involved in the project. I think I'm a massive fan of Chris Nolan anyway, so it would have been something I would have been really excited about whether I was, involved or not.
You chopped off your hair for that movie, didn't you?
I did.
Did you feel a little naked without your hair?
I felt very naked. When I first told my parents I was going to be in a World War II film, they thought that I was playing a lady on the train station waving the soldiers off. So we had to make the chop, but it was good. Very breezy.
Well, Harry, look, I know you've got a lot to do. When albums are about to come out, that means it's hitting the road. I mean, it's busy time, and you're no stranger to this. But whilst in New York, when you have a chance, we'd love for you to come by. I'm excited about hearing the rest of the album, and I'm
looking forward to getting it out, and I will absolutely look forward to seeing you at some point when I'm in town.
It's been 10 minutes since we played your song. I guess we got to play it again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is totally fine. Harry Styles, the new single, Sign of the Times. Of course, it's available now. But why spend money on it? We're going to play it all day.